Hi students, the subject name is EE8402 Transmission and Distribution. Today we will learn the basic concepts of the different types of grounding. First we will discuss what is the main objective of grounding. The grounding, that means the process of connecting the neutral point of the three-phase system, that means RYB three-phase system, to earth through or soil, either directly or through the some other circuit element, is called neutral grounding. In this system, the neutral grounding provides protection to the personnel and equipments. These are the main thing, to protection to personnel and equipments. In the system, it provides greater safety to personnel and equipments. Already I told, and it provides improve the service reliability to the system, and also operating and maintenance expenditures are reduced. That means it provides a low impedance path for accumulated static charges and surges. In the system, the over voltages due to lightning are discharged to earth by using neutral grounding. And next one is, in the system there are classified into four types. First one is solid or effective grounding, resistance grounding, reactance grounding, and Peterson coil grounding. And these types are will explain the upcoming slides. First grounding is solid grounding. In this grounding, when the neutral point of a three-phase system is directly connected to the earth through a wire of negligible resistance and reactance, so in this system is called as solid grounding. That means there is no negligible resistance and reactances in the system is directly connected to the earth through the wire, is called solid grounding. In this grounding, the neutral point is directly connected to the wire, and the neutral point is held at the earth potential under all the conditions. This is the main thing, and therefore any fault in this diagram, any fault occur in this condition, the voltage of any conductor to earth will not be exceeds the normal phase voltage of the system. In this diagram, the phase B considers any fault occur, the voltage of any conductors to earth will not exceed the normal phase voltage of the system. In the solid grounding, used for voltages ranges up to 33 kV and with the total power capacity not exceeding 500 kVA, that means a kilovolt ampere. In the system, effectively held at the earth potential. This is the main thing. And main disadvantage of in this solid grounding, the increased earth fault current results in greater interference in the neighboring communication lines. This is the main disadvantages of solid grounding. And next one is resistance grounding. In this system, when the neutral point of a three-phase system is connected to earth through a resistance, is called resistance grounding. In this system, the value of resistance should be neither be very low or nor may be very high. If the value of earthing resistance R is very small, that means very low, means the earth fault current will be large and the system becomes similar to the solid grounding system. So in other hand, if the resistance value is very high, we have to choose the value of resistance will be high, and the system condition become similar to the ungrounded neutral system. In this fault condition, in phase B, the capacitive currents IR and IY flow in the healthy phases R and Y respectively. In this system, improved the stability of the system. The main advantage is it improved the stability of the system. And next one is the fault current IF lags behind the phase voltage of the faulted phase. by a certain angle depending upon the earthing resistance, the value of R. In this system, that means the resistance grounding system used for that voltage ranges between 2.2 kV and 33 kV and power capacity more than 500 kVA. And next one is reactance grounding. In this system, the reactance is inserted between the neutral point and the ground level. In this system, the fault current required to operate the protective device is higher than that of the resistance grounding for the same fault conditions. In the system, high transient voltages also appear under the faulty conditions. In this purpose of reactance grounding is to limit the earth fault current. This is the main thing, to limit the earth fault current. And next one is Peterson coil. In this type, when the value of inductance, value of L of arc suppression coil in such that the fault current IF exactly balances the capacitive current IC is called as resonant grounding. Peterson coil is also called as resonant grounding or arc suppression coil grounding. In this system, the arc suppression coil is an ion cored coil connected between the neutral and the earth is called as Peterson coil. In this system, the reactor is provided with tappings to change the inductance of the coil. That means the fault current IF lags the faulty phase voltage by 90 degree. In this circuit, the fault current will occur in the phase B. So this fault current IF lags the faulty phase voltage by 90 degree, and the current of IF, the faulty current IF, is in the phase opposition to the capacitive current IC. By adjusting the tappings on the Peterson coil, the resultant current in the faulty circuit can be reduced. That means if the inductance of the coil is so adjusted that IL is equal to IC, that means inductive current is equal to capacitive current, and the resultant current in the faulty system will be always 0. In this system, the main advantage is completely effective in preventing any damage of an arcing ground. This is the main advantage of Peterson coil grounding. This is the phasor diagram of Peterson coil or arc suppression coil or resonant grounding. And next one is we have to find the value of inductance by using resonant grounding method. The healthy system, that means the healthy phase IR and IY, that means R phase current is equal to Y phase current is equal to √3 into V phase divided by XC. XC is nothing but capacitive reactance. So IC is equal to √3 into IR. We have to substitute the value of IR in IC equation. Finally, we get IC is equal to 3 into V phase divided by XC. XC is nothing but line to ground capacitive reactance. And we have to find the value of fault current IF is equal to V phase divided by XL. XL is nothing but inductive reactance of the arc suppression coil. Already I told resonant grounding IL is equal to IC. So we have substitute the value of IL and IC in this equation. V phase divided by XL is equal to 3 into V phase divided by XC. V phase also cancel. So finally XL is equal to XC divided by 3. XL is normally denoted as omega into L. XC is normally denoted as 1 by omega C. So we have substitute the values. So finally we get the value of L, inductance L is equal to 1 divided by 3 into omega square into C. And this is the value of inductance of the arc suppression coil of resonant grounding. Okay, thank you.